if you don't have them, someone you know does. Either freckles you want to get rid of if you think you have too many, or angel kisses, or sunspots. They have many names, but they all mean the same thing, sun damage. And as you grow older, these spots can grow larger and darker and more unsightly on your chest or on your hands. Well, Dr. Bruce Katz is here with us. He is a dermatologist and a laser surgeon, and he's going to show us how to remove freckles and sunspots by using the latest technology, the laser. And he has brought along a patient. You're okay, right? Okay. who was willing, now she's smiling, who was willing and happy to have this done right here in our show. Doctor, first of all, I know about sunspots and have had some removed, and they usually use something called liquid nitrogen that you know, if you get it on your face or so forth, and it kind of burns them off in a nice, easy way. And I always thought that lasers were dangerous and too extreme.
Well, with this new VersaPulse laser, Barbara, we can actually remove these sunspots without any risk of scarring and have it heal in about 3 or 4 days.
Whereas the other takes about 10 days and can leave a white spot, right?
Yes, and sometimes scarring as well.
And there's nothing dangerous, I'm sorry, darling, there's nothing dangerous about this?
Not at all. This new laser allows us to do it very safely.
Provided you go to a doctor who really knows how to do it.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the most important thing.
I was actually thinking about myself, because a lot of people don't realize that under this makeup, I have a face full of freckles from this point over to this point. And I've always wanted to have it done, but I'm afraid, because I keloid, that I'd get a scar or I'd be left with some of these white spots, and I like my brown skin. So does it work for black, or darker pigmentation, I should say?
Yes, we've treated all skin colors, Star, and with this new laser, it's really not a problem. As long as people have it done properly and safely, it heals
I just
well.
keep wanting to point that out. If you go to a dermatologist, make sure that he knows what.
Knows how to use a laser
Knows how-
properly
okay.
and has experience.
That's
Very
what it
important.
is. Well, as Barbara said, we do have a patient here, and this is Carmelina. Carmelina is 27. You've been a sun worshiper for a long time.
Long time.
So why, and if you, Mark, put the camera right there on Carmelina so we can see what we're talking about. You have little tiny freckles, people call them sunspots, on your chest.
Right.
And why do you want to have them removed?
Well, basically, I'm very embarrassed in the summertime to wear a bathing suit, and I feel very conscious of it.
Gee, it doesn't look bad at all. Anyway, that's, you know, we always think the other person's crazy, but we have our own little problem.
Exactly.
And of course,
Okay.
we've been trying to talk to Dr. Katz in the back. Trust me on that one. But we're going to use the laser right here. Everybody needs to have on their goggles because we're protecting eyes. That's everybody.
Everybody, okay.
Everybody have them on, yes? All right, good.
Okay.
That's wonderful. And Dr. Katz, tell us what you're doing while you're doing it.
Okay, now we're going to treat Carmelita's sunspots, or liver spots as people call them. And you'll see the red light here. This is where the laser beam actually contacts the skin. I'm going to start now. And this laser actually vaporizes these spots. You have a little scab for a few days, and then they go away. Now we're going to start, Carmelina. You can feel just a little zapping.
Does it hurt, Carmelina?
Not at all. Just a pinchy feeling.
A little pinchy. When you say pinchy, like a tweezer pinching?
Exactly, like a tingly feeling.
And it's that easy. Boom, 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 and it's done, and no scarring, no nothing?
That's right. And the nice thing about it is once they're gone for good. And we can treat hundreds of them at one session. You
Does
can
this
just-
only work for sunspots, or do you use the same treatment for other things?
We actually use this laser for certain types of tattoos as well, and other types of benign moles, little dark moles too. And it takes away the color right away.
I'm looking at this
And they don't
white
come back.
chalky thing that I'm seeing. Tell me what that is.
This is actually the pigment cells being vaporized by the laser. You see this little white frosting, and that means we've got the entire pigment spot, and it's been vaporized.
What does this cost?
Usually a few $100s for a session, and we can remove hundreds of them at a time.
When you say a few $100s, you know our audience likes you to cut to the chase. What's a few $100s?
Well, in our office, we charge about $395.
Really?
for a
You can
session.
do it, you get all of your spots removed for under $500?
We can do all Carmelita's chest if people have them on their legs or arms, face. We can remove them right away. You see, it actually goes very quickly.
Can we
It's-
see the finished product?
Sure.
Or is it too soon?
Well, we won't be able to see. Actually, I want to explain to the audience that you can't see what Carmelina will look like for a few days.
I see.
Right.
But we're looking at before and after of other people. And Dr. Katz, tell me what I'm looking at now.
Well, on the left side of the screen, you
Let's
can
go
see...
back one more, because we want to have the arms again. Go back one more. There we are.
On the left side, you see these sunspots or liver spots before the laser treatment, and on the right side, completely clear. We can do this on the face, we can do it on the chest, as you saw, arms,
That's
any
a-
spots all over.
What kind of spot is that on the face?
This is also a sunspot. We call it liver spots or age spots.
And that's a 15-minute procedure.
15 minutes and they're gone.
And in 3 days, this will be all gone.
3-4 days, they're gone.
And you say it will last forever. Once they're zapped, they're gone.
Yes. we
Unless
can
you get
remove
new
them.
ones. You can get new ones, and you have new ones up.
Exactly. If you're
Right.
careful in the sun, they shouldn't come back.
Terrific.
Well, wonderful. I do want to recap just a little bit on this so that everybody understands. This is what we need to know. First thing is it costs about $395. The procedure takes about 15 minutes, and it lasts forever. But the most important thing is to go to a doctor who is experienced in this kind of procedure.
And they are relatively new, Doctor, are they not? I mean, there aren't...
These are new lasers, the VersaPulse
Yeah, these are new
particularly.
lasers,
Yes.
and that's the only thing I want to warn people about. What are these lasers called if they go to the doctor?
This is an Alexandrite laser made by VersaPulse,
Okay, well,
coherent.
it's not that we're giving free plugs, but I just don't want anyone going to someone who says, yes, I can do it, and then they get in trouble. We thank you so much. Now, if you are tired of wrinkles, when we come back, Meredith is going to show you a quick procedure that turns back the clock. By the end of today, we're going to be divine. You feeling okay, Carmelina?
Fine.
Great.
You're
Terrific.
great.
We'll be right back. Thank you, Doctor. Good. Thanks.